Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot for your weekly reading. In this reading, we're going to take a look at past, present, and near future energies, as well as any energies the universe would like for you to keep in mind this week. Also, Aquarius, please remember, if someone is strongly energetically connected to you, they may show up in your reading, so take the energies as they resonate. They may be reversible between you and your person. Okay, Aquarius, the main energy that you're going to be dealing with this week is the Knight of Cups. There's a certain person or situation that you're considering opening up to, expressing how you feel, but I don't know if you're going to do it or not. So, in your recent past, you get the Seven of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands. You are just heavily thinking about whether or not you should put in the work to make something happen. You're evaluating, you're thinking about it. You're really taking small steps towards considering this. I don't see you going all in and focusing on this all day, like, should I do it, should I not? But I do see you kind of like, throughout the day, like, is this worth my energy? Is this worth my time? So we'll see exactly what that's about when we clarify. In your current situation, you get the Four of Swords, the Fool, and the Three of Pentacles. There's a lot of healing happening for you in the current situation. As you're going through this healing energy, another energy comes in. It's the energy of the Fool paired with the Three of Pentacles. You want to take a leap of faith and possibly open up lines of communication to collaborate with somebody. It could be in a work situation where you're like, oh, me working with this person or me collaborating with this person is going to be a big risk. Or it could be like, hey, there's a certain situation, a relationship that may have gone south. Things didn't happen exactly how I wanted them to. Me reaching out to this person, me collaborating or working on rebuilding some sort of a relationship, friendship, partnership, whatever, with this person could be a little bit risky, but maybe I'm open to it. So we'll see when we clarify. In the near future, you get the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. I see you thinking about it. Again, you're looking at different options, different possibilities of how to make this new beginning happen. Should I make this new beginning happen? Is it even an option, right? And you're thinking about it, and I see you thinking about it very, very intensely. There's a lot of overthinking going on in the near future pertaining to this new beginning, to this new start, and really seeing if you want to do it, if you want to put in the work or not. So let's clarify. Let's start off by clarifying the Seven of Pentacles in your recent past and see what you're evaluating here. Seven of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Temperance. There's a situation here tied up to something that happened in the past, okay? Whatever happened, it was very, very difficult for you to cope with. It was a difficult thing for you to deal with. It could be that you, looking back at this now, in the recent past, you're like, whoa, I possibly went overboard. I possibly did too much. Or it could just be that you're looking back and you're like, man, the way things went down, I don't like how that happened. It really doesn't sit well with me. I see this being something that happened a long, long time ago, so I don't see this happening recently, but I do see you in the recent past looking back at it and being like, I don't know, I don't really like how I acted in this situation. And again, this could be you, this could be your person. I'm saying you because this is your reading, but you would know who this energy belongs to. Let's take a look at the Page of Swords in the recent past. Page of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. You're opening up very slowly to the idea of possibly healing this connection, possibly making this connection work again. It is bringing in some anxiety for you because I feel like whatever happened in the recent past, especially if you're the one that kind of, was on the painful end of things, even opening up to the idea of possibly wanting things to work out, of wanting to heal this connection, could be difficult for you to deal with because you might be like, well, why do I even want this? Why is this something that I'm still desiring? And you may be overthinking your desire to have things work out, your desire to heal things. But either way, I see you opening up to it slowly. I see this kind of like a thought creeping in where you're like, maybe I'd be open. Maybe I do want to make things work with this person or in this connection. Let's take a look at the Page of Wands in your recent past. If you're dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, this could be their energy, but we'll see. Nope, it's yours. There's a star right there. Page of Wands is clarified by the Star, the Seven of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. You're realizing your resistance to this desire that you have. Remember how I said here, where you're kind of like, you want things to work out, you want to heal things, and you're kind of like, ugh, why do I even want this? You're also acknowledging that. You're like, okay, I get it. This is very mature of you, by the way, Aquarius. This is something that not a lot of people have the ability to do, to be so introspective. So kudos. You're coming from a place where you're realizing that you are defensive to this desire that you have. You're kind of like, okay, I know that I want this. I know that my guard is up. I understand why I'm kind of like pushing back against this, why I'm like, ugh, I don't want this. Yes, I do. You're very, very clear on that. But again, and the interesting thing here is, even though you realize that you're kind of like, oh my gosh, why do I even want this? Why do I want to make things work? Why do I want to heal this connection? You're still allowing yourself to have that desire alongside this clarity of why you're resisting it. That is something that not a lot of people have the ability to do, Aquarius. So that's very beautiful to see. Let's take a look at the Four of Swords in the current situation. Four of Swords is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Wow, you have a lot of pages. Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Queen of Cups. You are very, very interested in taking small steps and actually actively in the 3D world, not just up in your mind, not just having the desire, in actually taking steps towards healing this connection. Because you have love for this person, you know that they have love for you as well. And this could be a marriage for some of you, or this could just be something that has that long-term stable, like this has been in my life forever type of thing, type of energy. And so I do see you in the current situation being like, okay, let's figure out a way to make this work. Let's figure out a way to heal this connection. I love you, you love me. Let's put our big boy pants on and figure out a way to make this work. And you're doing so very slowly. I don't see you jumping in with 2 feet. I see you kind of taking small baby steps towards it, which is good, because slow and steady, Let's take a look at the Fool in the current situation. The Fool is clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Empress. Yeah, you're taking that leap of faith. You're taking that risk. Again, in the recent past, I see you having the desire to make things work, not being completely sure if you want to put in the work, if you want to make things work, if this is actually a desire that you want, or if you're just going to kind of like forget about it. In the current situation, because emotions are coming into play and I see you acknowledging them, that you have emotions for this person and they have emotions for you, you're taking that leap of faith. You're putting in the work to bring back happiness, to bring back complete love and like emotional fulfillment between you and this person, because this person means a lot to you, Aquarius. Like, you look at them like the best thing that's happened to you since sliced bread. So I do see you putting in the work to make things work. Let's take a look at the Three of Pentacles in the current situation. Wow. Oh, come on, you're killing me. So you take that leap of faith. You're like, okay, we're going to do it. We're going to make this work. And then not. So the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Lovers, the Six of Swords, and the Five of Swords. Somebody here in the current situation takes the first steps towards making things work, towards rebuilding the foundation between you and them, towards, hey, let's be friends, you give a little, I give a little, let's make this happen. Things are moving in a beautiful direction, and then something happens, which I guess spooks you, spooks the other person, and you're like, yeah, this intense connection, this love, this person that I want, goodbye, 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 no, not doing this. And with the Five of Swords here, that's showing up to let me know that this is actually a self-sabotaging behavior that you may have. I don't know if this is a pattern of yours that you have when it comes to connections, or if it's just pertaining to this connection, but I do feel like somebody here is self-sabotaging themselves and this connection. I feel like it's you, Aquarius, I'm going to be honest. And it could be that because of whatever happened in the past, because there was some pain that you may not have worked through, because there's some regret, or you're like, I don't even want to deal with this past connection. In the current situation, when the good feelings start coming up and, the love and all the lovey-doveys, and you start feeling that intensity again, you may have a tendency to be like, oh, I'm going to get hurt. I got to leave. I got to go. Bye. Because the energies are showing up as moving in a good direction, and then somebody here is just like, nope, peace out, Girl Scout. Like, I'm not doing this. Let's take a look at the Seven of Cups in the near future and see what this is about. Seven of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Cups again, the Hanged Man, and the Justice. You want to make things right between you and this person, okay? That desire is there. You want to balance everything out. You want to bring back fairness between you and this person, especially if you're the one that bailed right here in the current situation. But I see you stopping yourself from doing that. There's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of, should I, shouldn't I? How can I make this happen? Should I even pursue this? You know, do I want to actually go through all the work to make things good, to make things feel fair? You have that desire. Part of you is looking at ways to make this happen, right? The other part of you is like, nope, forget it, stop. What are you doing, Aquarius? You know, it's kind of like two parts of yourself fighting each other. Let's take a look at this Ace of Pentacles in the near future. Oh, okay. Two more for the Ace of Pentacles in the near future for Aquarius. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords. You're coming, I feel like this is your person, especially if you are dealing with an earth sign, by the way. But if you're not dealing with an earth sign or somebody that has a lot of earth in their chart, you may be coming from a place of waiting to feel stable, waiting to feel grounded, waiting to feel like you've got everything that you need in order to move forward. I see you wanting a new beginning. I see you wanting to approach this person and make an offer to start fresh, right? Or you're waiting for an offer to come in, but I don't see you moving because you don't feel stable. You don't feel like you have all the tools, all the resources. You're kind of, the way it's showing up, it's kind of, you're like, I'm missing something. I'm missing, you know, enough money before I feel comfortable to pursue this. I'm missing enough courage before I feel comfortable to pursue this. There's something that you feel like you're missing, like you're not coming in with everything that you need in order to make this work. And for you as an air sign, you don't like to make a move until you're 100% confident it's gonna work out. And so I see you not moving because you don't feel like you have everything that you need in order to move forward in the right direction. Let's take a look at the Eight of Swords in the near future, closing out your reading. You're thinking about it. You're really, really thinking about it. You're thinking about how to make this come to fruition the way you want it to. You're almost overthinking it. You want to make sure that you're coming from a place of stability, that you're coming with clarity, that you know the right steps to do in order to get this all in order to make sure that this works out. It's like you want to make sure that you have the next 10 steps planned out before you make a single solitary move. And your way to do that is to think and think and think and plan and strategize. And that's what makes you feel safe. When you feel like you've got everything you need and you know exactly how things are going to go and you can predict what's going to happen in the next 10 moves, then you feel comfortable moving forward. And so in the near future, I see you feeling like you don't have everything you need. You don't have all the information. You don't have all the resources to move forward confidently. And I see a lot of strategizing. I see a lot of thinking. I see a lot of planning, but I don't see a lot of moving in the near future. And as I was saying that, the Five of Swords came out. So let me know that that is a self-sabotaging behavior. That is not actually true. And you may be lying to yourself. Like, I need X, Y, Z in order to move forward, when in reality, you really don't. Let's take a look what else the universe would like for you to keep in mind this week, Aquarius. Okay, I usually only take 3 cards. 4 came out. We're going to take 4. From the universe, you get the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Aquarius, this is a very strong bond that you have with this person. You know that, I know that. Like, the cards in the current situation are making it abundantly clear. There's no doubt about what this connection is. However, you may have a tendency to self-sabotage this connection or any connection that feels very intense to you because you are not seeing it clearly. You can't foresee the next 10 steps, 20 steps like we were talking about. And because there is that little bit of confusion, because there is that little bit of uncertainty, you tend to just be like, okay, I'm done, goodbye, and just like flake and leave the whole situation, right? And this could be a pattern of yours that you have. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, I see this as something that you need to go through. So you may have done this before. You may continue to do this in the near future until you realize that this is a self-sabotaging behavior and you work on, you know, healing it, getting over it, seeing where it stems from. because otherwise it's just going to keep happening over and over and over and over again in your life until you get the message. So Aquarius, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in for this reading. I hope it helped. If it resonated, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me out. And thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you here next week. Bye, Aquarius.